Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tanya, and today I'm going to do a reaction video for you. This video is to the channel The Road Beck and Calls, which I have reacted to recently. But this video I chose because the other day I did a video reacting to a guy who was vlogging at Dream World in Queensland. And somebody mentioned down in the comments that they one of their favorite places to visit is the Taronga Zoo in Sydney. And so this is a zoo that I had not heard of before, I don't believe. If so, if I have, like, I don't remember hearing about it. But so I was like, oh, you know what? I want to check that out. So I decided to get online and see if there's any videos on the Taronga Zoo. And the first one that popped up for me was The Road Beck and Calls, and their vlog of them going to this zoo. And this video is a year old, so it's not brand new. But yeah, it's also short. It's, you know, it's way less than 10 minutes, so it's perfect for me to react to. And you know, if you're not new here, you know I am obsessed with animals. Clearly I'm obsessed with animals. And so I'm really excited to watch videos like this, and I'm excited to get into this one.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking you to Taronga Zoo in Sydney. It's been around since 1916 and still has some of that old world.
Wow, 1916, old zoo. Real quick, I just want to say, speaking of that, my local zoo here is actually one of the oldest in the country, and it was, oh god, what year did they open it? I can't even remember off the top of my head. It was 18 something. I'll look it up and I'll put it right here for you in editing. It was 1800 and something that it opened in my town, and it's one of the, it's a very small zoo, but it's one of the best zoos in the country, in my opinion. And they have won awards before, and they are up for another award this year. So, yeah, anyway.
Charm throughout the park. We're here with our family to explore the park for the day. Taronga Zoo is home to over 4,000 animals from 350 different species. Wow. Taronga Zoo is situated on the cliff sides of Sydney Harbour Bay, making it one of the most scenic zoos in the world. The downside is, there's a lot of uphill walking.
The person in the comments had mentioned that too, is that they have a lot of up and down walking. So personally, that would be really, really hard on me to do physically. But yeah, it would still be like really cool to be able to go there.
We checked out the koala exhibit. They had this awesome viewing deck that let us see those koalas from every angle. On our way to the next area, we spotted a display for the Corobee frogs. We learned that Taronga Zoo is heavily involved in breeding and releasing these frogs into the wild through a national recovery program to help save the species. Awesome. And they were so tiny.
That don't look like the big one?
No, they don't. They're like this big. The park is laid out really nicely, with each area well displayed. In the map, it was a great reference to make sure we didn't miss anything. The reptile world was a great escape from the sun. We got to see all types of reptiles. My favorite was the star tortoise, because look how cute they are.
Oh, they are so cute.
Wow. That view is absolute.
If she's gonna say it's absolutely amazing, then I agree. That is, seriously, I've never been to a zoo that had a view like this. I've been to a lot of amazing zoos in my life, a lot of beautiful zoos, but I have never gone to a zoo that had a view like this. That's incredible.
Breathtaking. And now, let's make our way to the African Savannah. We caught a sight of some chimpanzees having a well-deserved rest.
Okay, fun fact, I'm just gonna say this really quick. I know I keep pausing, but I wanna say this really quick. zoos is one of our favorite things to do as a family, and so we've been to lots of zoos. And one thing that that we started doing like right off the bat was at every zoo they have like a Savannah section. And if you're not new here, then you know I have a daughter named Savannah. And so starting at infant age, we started taking her picture in front of all these signs that say Savannah exhibit or Savannah whatever. And so she has like a whole bunch of like photos of her from baby on, of her in front of these signs that say Savannah, which I think is so cute.
Then we walked a bit more, and guess what? We spotted all the adorable babies.
Oh my god. Chimp
Our next
babies
stop
are
was
so
the African
cute.
lion area. There were
My
other
favorite.
spots to view them, but this one we found was just perfect. We could see all their distinct features up close as they
Oh
peacefully
my
snoozed.
God.
It was such an incredible experience.
So
Each area is themed really well. Here they
The
have
wildcat
footprints of
is
the lions
definitely
and
my
keepers, followed by this beautiful jungle tunnel to a great viewing area of the meerkats. We even spotted a
meerkats. I
giraffe
love
feeding
meerkats.
session. And now we're hungry, so we made our way to the Taronga food market. There was so many ibis, or as we like to call them, bin chickens.
chicken.
The Taronga food market has a huge selection of hot and cold meals, from hot dogs, fish and chips, burritos, fried rice, salads, burgers, to even sushi. We struggled to
Wow.
decide, but Dylan and I enjoyed the salmon
What a
tofu salad
variety.
and a fried rice.
A burger.
The burger's gone. Salad, chips. And what did it cost you?
45.
45. What was this? 30?
This was 36, and we got fried rice and a salmon salad. Tofu.
I've never had tofu in my life.
Me either. I've also never been to a zoo that serves tofu or even rice or anything like that. All the zoos that I've been to that I can recall only has things like burgers, pizza, hot dogs, corn dogs, fries, nachos, ice cream, that sort of thing. Never Asian food, never anything else other than these very typical American dishes.
Tofu's just a sponge.
A sponge?
It's like eating a kitchen sponge. How do you like that, Stacey?
I don't mind it. I like it fried though. I don't like it.
That is, yeah, no good.
We spotted some Asian elephants coming out to play before heading to a presentation. At Taronga Zoo, there is heaps of keeper talks happening everywhere, but they also have 2 presentations each day at certain times, and we're about to watch the Free Flight Birds presentation right now.
That's cool.
The presentations are super quick, like 10 minutes tops. Being such a scorching hot day, we actually found a sneaky spot behind some hedges in the shade to get a good view. Oh, and watch out for those free roaming.
And there's nothing better than that backdrop to watch a show like that. I don't think we have a show like that in our zoo with like showing the free ranging birds or whatever, but we do have things like when they feed the river otters, for example, they'll do a whole show with it where they maybe have the otters do like a little trick or something to get the food, something like that. They do like things for kids where they have like this little stage area and seats where they'll talk about every day or every time slot is a different animal, and they'll have a zookeeper come up and do like a little show of they're talking about the facts about this particular animal, and then at the end they have the kids come up and the kids get a chance to pet this animal, which is really cool. My kids always love doing stuff like that. That's how my kids have always had a chance to pet things like snakes and alligators and that sort of thing. And when we used to have a sea lion or sea lions, they did the same thing with them. They would have like feeding time and have them do a couple little tricks to get their fish or whatever, and people would watch that. But the sea lion area now is a alligator area, and I personally don't give a crap about that area. And I don't know if they do any sort of feeding. I assume they do, but I don't know. I haven't seen it, like a feeding show.
Turkeys. I caught this one snatching some food from a pram. Talk about a bold move. This little fella, LaRue, is a black-breasted buzzard from mainland Australia. And let me tell you, he's quite the showman. He's showing us how he opens eggs by throwing them onto a rock. It's a pretty cool trick.
Whoa.
Alright folks, this next part was really cool. We hopped on a plane, headed for the tiger exhibit. Stepping off the plane, it felt like we were in the Sumatran jungle. The theming was on point, giving us a great experience and awesome family photos. This place was a hit. It was packed because the tigers were snoozing on this awesome safari truck. And guess what? Kids can climb in and pretend to drive it. Such a cool experience. They were so close.
Tigers are my favorite. Tigers and leopards are my absolute favorite, and then probably closely followed by lions after that. But tigers, leopards, and lions are like my favorite animals. Like any kind of wild cat or any kind of kitty cat. Like it doesn't matter. It's my favorite.
Close to the glass, you could literally pat a tiger. We wandered down close to the glass. You could literally pat a tiger.
You can pet a tiger? You can't do that at our zoos. If she literally just said you can pet a tiger. The only thing I've ever done was they had a thing set up in town once a long time ago, and they had all these wildcats there, and you were able to go and like feed a baby tiger if you wanted to. And so I got to do that. I got to bottle feed a baby tiger. It wasn't like an infant tiger either. It was like child-sized tiger, not like baby, like child-sized tiger. And I got to bottle feed it and pet it. Oh my God, I was in heaven that day. Absolute heaven that day. I have a picture of it somewhere.
We wandered down to the very lowest level of the zoo, where they house all the sea animals.
Aww.
They hold a seal presentation twice a day, and we unfortunately missed both sessions.
Aw,
we
darn.
arrived late and just caught literally the tail end of it. What a bummer, I know. But hey, the gorillas totally made up for it. They were a riot to watch. They were super entertaining and funny. They were doing all sorts of playful things that had everyone laughing and having a great time. It was definitely a highlight for our zoo visit.
It's like WWE up in there.
Check this out. This fancy golden dome building is the original elephant house. It was made to look like the temples in India. It's one of the few buildings left from when TARONGA Zoo first opened. And we got to walk right through it. It was super hot, so we had to take a break for some ice cream. I got a Milo cup, which is an Aussie favourite, and Dylan got his go-to, a Maxi Bond. So at TARONGA Zoo, they've got these super cool kid zones. This one's got goats, alpacas, guinea pigs, rabbits, kangaroos,
Guinea pigs?
echidnas, and emus.
Your zoo has guinea pigs? Why does it have guinea pigs? Guinea pigs in America are a house pet. Like, little kids get them and have them as pets in their house. Do guinea pigs not become house pets in Australia? I mean, I feel like I've heard something about guinea pigs in Australia being like wild animals, but I didn't know you had them as like zoo animals.
You can also explore an underground cave full of all sorts of creepy crawlies. But the absolute coolest thing
Scorpion?
is seeing adorable wombats snoozing in their burrows. How awesome is that? Our last stop was the capybaras. One was taking a little dip in the pool. And some snoozing dingoes. We finished our day with a quick look through the gift shop.
Let's be honest, that's the funnest part.
That's all for our day at Taronga Zoo. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you all in the next video.
What a cute video. The Taronga Zoo looks so amazing. What a beautiful backdrop to a zoo. Like I said, you don't really see zoos like that here because, you know, I live in Illinois, so we don't have like the ocean as a backdrop or anything like that, or like a big city view here at our local one at least. But I have been to a lot of zoos that are beautiful. But the only place I've ever been where it had an ocean as a backdrop was the Monterey Bay Aquarium in Monterey, California. And the aquarium is built right on the water so that there's an area where you go out in the back and there's like this overlooking deck. What do they call those? Lookout decks or whatever. And you can see all the wild seals and sea lions down below on the rocks and in the water. So like when you're done walking through like the aquarium part, you can go out on this deck and see all the wild animals out there also right in front of you, which when I saw that when I was 13, I thought that was absolutely the coolest thing in the world. I thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And I loved it so much. I've always wanted to take my kids to that particular aquarium. And from what I've heard, the Monterey, the Monterey Bay Aquarium is also one of the top aquariums in the country, I think. So anyway, the Taronga Zoo looks freaking amazing. And if I ever get a chance to go to Sydney, I would absolutely love to visit the Taronga Zoo. And I think I would put that on my to-do list for sure. It looks so cool. You'll have to let me know in the comments, like, what are the prices like to get into the Taronga Zoo, and what are prices like for things like getting a drink and a snack and stuff like that. Like, let me know if there's like, if it's like really expensive. Just curious. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. But if you did, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and I'll see you next time.